Since you're my co-host, would you like to ask some questions of Mr. Lupus?
Yes. I wanted to know, how do they do all those setups?
I swear I'll tell the truth. How do they do what?
All those setups and make those electronic things and...
Well, on mission, you mean? Well, we have fellows, that's all they do. When they get a script, they go out and try to find the equipment that we need. And about 90% of that, Mason, is actually workable. We don't just come up with some kind of a fantastic gadget to make it work. These are all simulated or from actual pieces of equipment.
I told them they were all fake. I'm amazed.
Really?
Yeah.
No, most of them were workable. Yes, that's one of the things I think that makes the show so interesting.
One of the things that makes the show so interesting to me is the fact that Greg Morris, who does all of those intricate things on the show, is the biggest klutz. He told me he can't drive a nail straight or screw in a thing. He admitted that. He said the producer got upset when he admitted that on his show. They couldn't do that.
Yeah, the first year they had to teach him how to tie his shoestrings. No, actually, Greg he's a very intelligent fellow.
Oh, yes, he is.
You know, it would take 20 years for somebody to learn what we had to know on that show. And what they would do is they would bring in an expert on this particular thing or a piece of equipment, and they would show us how to get started. And we would start, and then there would be a cutaway to another scene where they'd rush in there and they'd finish all this stuff.
Great special
Cut
effects.
back to us, and then we finish it up.
Great special effects on the show.
Really, fantastic.
You still going with the vitamins?
Oh, yeah, I'm
You
about
told me 100 and some odd a day.
150 a day, yeah.
Different vitamins?
Well, they're vitamins, minerals, and protein supplement pills, and I've been doing this for about 15 years. When I weighed
Amazing
250,
how it's worked out for you, Peter.
when I weighed around 250, I used to take 300.
250?
Yes.
What do you weigh now?
I weigh now about 215. When I started mission, I was almost 240. And when I started exercising about 15 years ago, I weighed about 180, and I wanted to gain weight.
Did anybody ever kick sand in your face as a kid?
No, I was always taller than the guys I run around
Were you?
with. Yeah.
Were you ever on the were you ever slight build? I mean,
Oh, well, I was kind of on the lean side. Well, I was about 6'3", and I weighed 180, so that's pretty lean.
That's lean, yeah.
Yeah, and then I went up to 253 from exercising.
From barbells and things?
Yes, at the spa, wherever I am. In fact, this afternoon I took an exercise session.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why don't you show Mason some bodybuilding exercises to make him strong and keep stay in shape?
Mason, could I use you for a little piece of equipment here? You know
what he's going to do, don't you, Mason?
I can show you some. Actually,
you don't know the payoff, do you, Mason? You lift him after he lifts you.
well, I can show you some exercise that I do, and it's mainly for building the tricep, the bicep, and the deltoid.
What builds the forearms?
The forearms.
I've always had the strength. I got tremendous biceps.
Yes,
but
a lot of golfers are interested in forearms.
Yeah.
When they come into the spa, they put them in exercises
Gary
such.
Player's got forearms like Popeye.
Yes, I had a friend, believe it or not, that used to milk cows a lot, and he had the biggest forearms I've ever seen.
Have you got another exercise? Not too many cows in my neighborhood.
No, but the thing is, it's simply from squeezing. Now, you can squeeze a ball, and I'll tell you another fantastic...
That works on the forearms?
I'll give you an exercise with a sheet of paper that I'll bet you can't do. You put one sheet of paper in the end of your hand.
Give me some
No, I mean a sheet of newspaper.
Oh.
And you put one in your hand and just try to squeeze it into a small ball. And I found almost nobody that could ever get that one sheet of paper into a small ball.
I can do that.
I wish we had a sheet of newspaper.
Find a sheet of newspaper, please, somebody.
Yeah, because
While
it's fantastic for forearms. Now, at the spa, they give you exercises where you curl this way, this way. Anytime you're rotating your wrist, you're working forearms.
I see.
Now, put your hands palms up like this and try to squeeze them up like this and flex them. You'll feel that all through the extensor.
Yeah.
You're in pretty good shape
But
there.
this arm my right arm is larger than my left. Is it because
it's a normal thing,
is
because
it?
you use it more, yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
one sheet, huh?
Now,
Oh, John and Martha Mitchell. You about that.
Yeah,
Here's to you, Martha.
now, just start squeezing that newspaper and try to put it into a ball. No, keep it in your palm. That's it.
I can't get the rest of it.
Just keep working it. Now, can you feel it? Maybe it was 2 sheets I used.
Wait a minute, now that I've got it. Mason, you try it with a piece of
You
newspaper.
want to try it, Mason? I'll tell you. Yeah, well, take a half a sheet. No, just try it from the middle if you want. That's a little easier. Just keep squeezing it into a ball. That's it. Don't let it attack you, Mason.
Can I use my teeth?
You can stomp on it if
Can't
you
you
want.
see the trash men around America saying that Mike Douglas is a show people at a crumpled newspaper, not all?
But can you feel this pump
Oh,
up?
and
It
how?
gets all the blood into the forearm. That's the easy way to do it.
Show him the exercise now.
Okay.
Mason,
You can just stand where you are, Mason. Stand up on the top.
stand right up on the top one.
Yeah, now just lean over on my hand. I promise you I won't drop
He
it.
said he trusts you.
Okay. Okay. See, this is for the deltoid. Does that feel good, Mason? Am I tickling you?
How much do you weigh, Mason?
52.
52 pounds.
Are you sure you're not a little heavier? I think you had a big lunch today. Okay, now.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute.